We've covered a lot of LEGO Star Wars The Skywalker Saga mods here on EcksToo, but now it's about to get weird. For real though, some of these mods I'm about to show you on today's video made me question, why the hell did anybody make this? Some are cool though, don't get me wrong, this Breaking Bad mod is actually my favourite of the lot, probably because I love the show so damn much, but others, whew, I don't know man, I'll let you decide for yourself. But anyway, let me know what your favourite LEGO Star Wars mod is in the comments down below. I'll be reading. Anyway, on with the video. So, the first on our list is Spider-Man. Which Spider-Man, you ask? Classic Spider-Man? Obviously, at least that's what the mod page says. It also says, oh boy yeah, in the description too, so come to your own conclusions on that one. The person who made this is called Trent M200, and what you get in this mod isn't really as much as some of the mods we've talked about in the past, let alone the ones we've commissioned. Spider-Man comes with a blue lightsaber and replaces Luke training flashback variant, so it won't mess up any big cutscenes in your playthrough. Besides that, there ain't really much to talk about here. No additional abilities, voice lines, or interactions. Don't think you're going to be web slinging across Mos Eisley, that's not going to happen. It's just for aesthetics. But I'm starting with the normal stuff first. It's going to get a lot weirder later on in the video, don't you worry. Next up is Daredevil, and literally as I'm saying this, I'm starting to realize a chunk of these mods are superheroes from Marvel. Oops. This Daredevil mod is created by Rhys, and this won't be the last you hear of him on this video, but this one gives the big double D his classic Marvel comic look. He's a standard Jedi user with your standard blue lightsaber. That's because he also replaces the Luke training flashback variant. So you can't run this mod with the Spider-Man at the same time, I'm afraid. Of the 3 people in the world right now whose biggest wish is to see Daredevil in a LEGO Star Wars game, this is absolutely the one to download and enjoy. That is, if they're watching this video, which they probably ain't, let's be real. They're watching Bombastic. I think I might have to actually cut that. Okay, let's move away from the superheroes for a moment and change things up a bit. This mod right here is Connor from Detroit Become Human. He's not a Jedi class, surprisingly. He's the hero class as he replaces Poe Dameron's black jacket variant. But the reason for this is actually kind of interesting. On the Nexus page for the mod, the guy who created it mentioned why he specifically chose this character to replace. He says TT Games gave Poe a sleeve printing on one arm and a barely noticeable patch using a material map on the other, which was really convenient for this mod's existence. But why? Why would the developers do that? I can only assume it means the guy could make this on Connor's right arm. I love little factoids like that, but I'm also the type of person that will look at monkey memes for about 2 hours a day and running on 70 IQ. So if you take pride in that as well, you probably shouldn't. Anyway, moving on, we've got Marty McFly from Back to the Future 3. Definitely one of my favorite film franchises of all time. I love the 80s aesthetic because I'm completely trapped in nostalgia. I seriously need help and a therapist. Created by Rhys, see, I told you you'd hear from him again. And it replaces DJ from episode 8, The Last Jedi. The weird slicer hacker guy that got involved with Rose and Finn. You don't remember? Seriously? Me neither. He's under the Scoundrel class, which I think is fitting. The blaster, maybe not. But it does bring me back to my favorite scene in Back to the Future where Marty gets shot. Okay, this is the last Marvel hero character, I promise. This one allows you to play as the Marvel Comics version of Captain America. Made by Rhys, again, yep, that dude. He's done a lot of work on the Skywalker Saga modding scene. And it also replaces Luke's training flashback variant again. Besides that, he does pretty much the same as every other superhero mod I've shown already. But I want you guys to remember, these were all made during the first month of the game's release. And there were a ton of limitations on what you could do regarding replacing characters and their classes in this LEGO Star Wars game. So whilst there isn't that much meat to these type of mods, Rhys was right in there making his own minifigs for the game, so kudos to him. Right, let's start getting weird. When I say LEGO Star Wars, Fortnite is usually the first thing that comes to mind, right? Wait, really? Well, it did for this guy, JoeClos. The dude thought it'd be ultra sick to add the merry Marauder to the Skywalker saga, and here is the end result. I gotta be honest though, it does look pretty good. There isn't any official minifig of this guy by LEGO, so the dude just had to create it himself, and he did a pretty decent job in my opinion. He also comes with a red lightsaber, which associates with his color design quite well, so a bit more effort has gone into this one. Still strange that somebody would do this, but I'll give Joe props for this one. Is what I said when I loaded up this mod for the first time. It's Squidward from SpongeBob Patrick. And honestly, this dude looks absolutely terrifying. Unfortunately, he only has 2 legs like the rest of us, but he does carry a turquoise lightsaber similar to the color of his skin, which is a nice touch. Created by Bario the Weird, he's done a fantastic job at making Squidward look absolutely shredded. So if you ever fancied saving the Star Wars universe as this lad, well, you've come to the right place. Okay, so we're finally onto my favorite mod of the lot. Walter White from Breaking Bad actually made it into a LEGO Star Wars game. And for me, I could not be happier. I meant happier. Sorry, my mic bugged out a little bit there. The design actually looks really good. The only downside is that he's running with Mace Windu's lightsaber, which I think is a huge missed opportunity to have a Kyber crystal meth running in his hilt. There's no Jesse Pinkman either, but I suppose you can use Temery Blag, even though he's a little bit too short. I saw this short made by Tasty Husbands that showed Gus Fring as well, but I couldn't find the mod anywhere, I'm afraid. So, if you've made it this far into the video, these last 2 mods are pretty weird. The first of the 2 is called Slave Leia with Cleavage. That's right, did you know one thing that the Skywalker saga did was remove one of the biggest features from previous LEGO Star Wars games? And that was Leia's chest design from the complete saga. Fans were truly devastated. Huge Twitter threads about how TT Games were removing one of the most enjoyable parts of the game. So along comes this absolute Giga Chad called Innie V1, and he mods the cleavage back into the game. After that, mobs of people started to calm down, knowing that there was a way to take back what developers stole from us. A weird attraction to LEGO minifigs. This is an absolute mod to have downloaded for any PC player who has modded their copy of LEGO Star Wars. And if you think I'm joking, I am. I did not enjoy installing this. Well, we saved the best till last. A mod I don't think I can actually show you in its entirety on this channel. I can't believe it. I'm actually living in a world where I could get demonetized by a LEGO minifig. The mod is called Oola-la by Man of 20, and it allows you to relive one of the best Star Wars scenes in history, when that green Twilight girl's bob popped out in Return of the Jedi. Definitely a highlight in the movie for many, only this time we finally got it in LEGO form. Why this was made? Guys, I honestly am not sure. I was a bit shocked when I found it, and I'm pretty sure this is the only not safe for work LEGO Star Wars mod out there for now. Oh, actually, no. There's actually a few on the complete saga. That's fucked. Okay, so this is the only not safe for work mod for the Skywalker saga. For now. Well, that is some of the strangest LEGO Star Wars mods I have ever seen. Unfortunately, there are a lot more I missed out on, but if you're interested in installing some of these mods for yourself, I'm afraid it's only available for PC versions. If you're one of the lucky few that are, well, I'll shoot you over to EcksToo's video on how to prep your copy of the game for modding. It's not a straightforward task, I'm afraid, guys, but he does make a good job at trying to make it a smooth experience as he can. Oh my god, what is going on with me today? I think from now on, anytime I do a recording, I'm just going to keep every single voice crack in there. I'm not going to redo the lines and do it properly. I'm just going to leave it there for you guys. But for those of you who are still here, what are your favorite LEGO Star Wars mods? Is it one I showed off in this video? Maybe one we commissioned? Let me know in the comments down below. I read all of them and I'll get back to some of you as well. But besides that, guys, I've been Charlie. You've been watching EcksToo, and I'll see you in the next video. Take care, guys.